Good evening, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCalsabre here. Welcome to back. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to be doing a recap to This Week in Superstar Baseball Season 23. I'll keep it going as long as I keep getting some reviewers out there. It looks like some people are interested in it. But before I get started, wasn't that good news today? The MLB and the players have agreed to a CBA. Now all they got to do is get ratified, and we'll have opening day on April 7th. That is pretty cool. Well, anyway, this was another interesting week in Superstar Baseball. 6 games were played yesterday. The opener was a lopsided one as the Pirates went into Chicago and beat them 11-1. Steve Carlton pitched a complete game, 2-hitter for the Pirates. He also helped himself going 3 for 5 at the plate with a home run. Crazy for a pitcher to have that many, but home runs are not that rare. Okay, and 5 other Pirates drove in runs, with George Davis going 3 for 5 and driving in 5 RBIs. George is batting an even 400 after the 9-game mark. So I got some guys that are really off to a hot start. Tony Mullane got the loss for Chicago. And Chicago got some gain as Mark Fidrich's 5-game injury is over, so the Chicago White Sox will have to take action regarding him. So after that game, Pittsburgh's record is now 6-3. The White Sox are 4-5. Pretty interesting stuff there. Game 2. This was a long ball game as 5 home runs were hit. Trailing 6-3, the LA Angels scored 4 in the bottom of the 7th to go up 7-6. Then on for the win against Atlanta. Mickey Mantle led the way for the Angels, hitting 2 home runs for the 8th time in his career and driving in 5. Tris Speaker for Atlanta also hit 2 home runs for the 2nd time in his career in a losing cause. Tom Seaver got the win. Jack Pfister, the loss, and Joe Nathan recorded a save. Atlanta took 2 injuries in the game and will lose Luke Appling for 1 game and Wade Boggs for 2 games. So their owner's going to have to get out there and either bring people up from the reserve or hire free agents or do both. But you got to get that roster to 26 men before the next game day or bad things happen to you. After that game, the LA Angels are 6-3 and Atlanta, the defending champions, still struggling at 3-6. Their players now are, okay, make the playoffs, even if it's the wild card. Okay. Game number 3 was another 5 home run game. The ball was flying out of the park today. The Phillies got home runs from Johnny Bench, Willie Mays, and a big 3-run shot by Ted Williams to outlast Seattle 6-4. Duke Snyder and Dan Brothers went yard for Seattle. Brothers' home run was a pinch hit home run. Jim Palmer recorded the win, and Red Faber the loss. Eddie Plank picked up a save. The Phillies are now 6-3. Seattle still struggling at 2-7. Like I said, go down there and hit that like button if you like this stuff here. Leave me some remarks if you want to see some things. If you want to see us play a game, let us know. We'll set it up and play a game for you. Again, we have a lot of rules that we built that made this into an owner and manager player, besides just being a player chucking the dice. If you'd like a copy of our rules, hit me up, w.thornton, thornton5 and I'll send you a copy. Also, we do play by Skype, and there are many other ways. If you want to be an owner in our league, let us know. You don't have to be present at the draft. You don't have to be present for the games. You can send in lineups and make out your monitors and everything. So if you're interested, let me know. Okay, now we're into game 4, where we got the Dodgers. What am I doing here? Yeah, game 4. This featured the highest score, the Milwaukee, which has scored the most runs than anybody so far in the league, versus the hot 7-1 Baltimore Orioles. Trailing 6-2, the Orioles scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 9th to force extra innings. Then, in the top of the 10th, after Eddie Stanky got to second base in a wild pitch, Cupid Childs hit a single to score Stanky to go up 7-6. Milwaukee then went out on the field. They closed the door in the 10th and got a 7-6 win over the Baltimore Orioles. Don Mattingly hit a home run and drove in 4 runs for the Orioles in a losing cause. Andrew Mueller, after recording a blown save, got the win. Al Harabowski the loss. So now Milwaukee stands at 6-3 in Baltimore, 7-2 in this interleague. So interleague will be ending pretty soon. Okay. And then we're going to go into the next one. This is where we got the LA Dodgers visiting Texas today. The Dodger-Texas game was the lowest scoring game of the day. Texas won 2-1 on 2 solo home runs. One by Ted Kluszewski and a game-winning pinch hit home run by Al Oliver. How cool was that? Adam Wainwright got the win, Nolan Ryan the loss, and Brian Harvey a save. The Dodgers will miss Sam Thompson for 1 game due to an injury, but they're getting Al Rosen back from a 1-game injury. Work needed by the owner. Yes, sirree. And we got going to the nightcap. The nightcap was a back-and-forth affair between the old-time rivals St. Louis Cardinals and Detroit Tigers. The Cards got on the board in the top of the first when Honus Wagner, their leadoff man, led the game by hitting a game-opening solo home run. They then scored 2 in the second to go up 3-0. The Tigers came back, scoring 3 in the bottom of the third, capped by Al Simmons' first home run of the game to tie it up 3-3. St. Louis scored 2 in the top of the fifth to go up 5-3, only to see the Tigers score 3 in the bottom of the sixth on Al Simmons' second home run of the game. He also had 5 RBIs. Detroit scored 1 more and held St. Louis off the board for a 7-6 victory. Al Simmons' 2 home run day was the 3rd of his career and 2nd this season. Justin Verlander got the win. Cy Falkenberg the loss, and Rod Beck got the save. Detroit's now 5-4, and St. Louis is 5-4 in their league. You know, we got some interesting stuff coming up here. After the 10 games, the next game day, all owners have the opportunity to draft a free agent. Of course, then they have to make room for them on their rosters of reserve. But this is just really, if somebody, I believe that there is no team that's drafted that can't be improved. And this is where I look at what do my teams need, where do I want to improve, and so forth. So I'll give you some updates on that as we get after it happens. But next will be the game 10s. So go down there, hit that like button, help the channel out. This is SoCalSabre saying, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.